This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Wool. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, police on Grand Bahama kept very busy this weekend. The criminal element striking several businesses, including a business in the Hunters community. Operators say their entire holiday stock was stolen overnight, and now they are looking to the community to bring leads to the person or persons responsible. Megan Shepard has our top story.
Manager of the Lil Dirt Road Bar and Grill, Nicole King, says that Sunday evening was a regular night at the establishment, with them closing at around 9 p.m. King says that officers normally check on the building during patrols, and it was around 1 p.m. when she received a call about the break-in.
I found that the side door was broken into and a lot of stuff was all over the place. When I came inside, I noticed that the whole storeroom was ramshacked and everything was gone. The shelf was empty. The TV was gone. So they took everything, I should say, everything.
King says the robbery is a great loss for the business because they had just spent thousands of dollars on their holiday stock.
We did a lot of shopping on Friday because we had a bear fest, so we really shopped. So the storeroom was, we usually don't keep stuff in there, but we did it because of the function. Well, I can say we spent close to $4,000 this weekend. It was a great loss. I could say it's a great loss.
King says although this is a financial setback, she is happy that no one was injured in the incident and will not let it affect her holiday season.
It's the Christmas season and everybody is trying to make money, but now, we lost a great deal. But we wouldn't let that dampen our season. Thank God no one was here at the time, so no injury, no life lost. That's the most important thing. Thank God for that, because they bowl now. They'll do it while they're here. But it's business as usual this weekend.
Officers were still at the scene dusting and collecting fingerprints. Investigations are continuing into this matter. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Parishioners of a local church fighting back and helping to catch a man who robbed two members of the congregation yesterday morning. Now, police say sometime around 10:45 Sunday morning, a man entered a local church located on Sunset Highway, and robbed two of its members of cash and of other personal items. The culprit fled and was chased by two members of the church who were later joined by police officers. Now, they were able to capture those suspects. Police are looking for anyone who can offer further information. Meantime, they say the knife that was reportedly used in the robbery and the other stolen items were recovered. The culprit is expected to be charged before the magistrate's court sometime this week. Meantime, police are still searching for two males who robbed a business establishment on Coral Road on Friday afternoon. One of the men was reportedly wearing all black and the other wearing a white shirt with gray pants and armed with guns when they held up and robbed the owner of the establishment, as well as the patrons, of cash and valuables. Both culprits fled the area on foot. Police are aggressively investigating this matter and are appealing to the general public for anyone with information that can assist the police to contact them at telephone numbers 350-3107 or 8-911-919 or call your nearest police station. Well, we spoke with the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Emerick Seymour, this afternoon about the police plan to combat what appears to be an increase in robberies this time of the year. ACP Seymour says while there has been quite a number of robberies in recent time, he says this is not a true reflection of the state of crime on Grand Bahama.
Statistically, we are down significantly, particularly in Grand Bahama and Northern Bahamas. But people, they just, for some reason or the other, members of the public, just these unscrupulous persons, just like to avail themselves of other people's property. All right, for various reasons, and that's why I mentioned earlier we will continue to have an enhanced presence on the streets to ensure that we minimize the occurrence of these incidents going into this holiday season and of course beyond.
Now, ACP Seymour says while there has been quite a number of robberies in recent time, he says it is not a true reflection of crime in Grand Bahama. He says heading into 2014, police will continue to strengthen patrol throughout Grand Bahama.
Even enhance our police presence in and throughout the streets and throughout the communities. And so if you look around the communities in Abaco, Bimini, and Grand Bahama, particularly Grand Bahama where we're living, where the majority of our people are, you will notice that there has been and there will continue to be an enhanced presence of police officers in and throughout the streets. And so we have mobile patrol, we have foot patrol, and that will continue into the holiday season and of course beyond, as long as is necessary.
In other news, members of one of this country's largest unions will soon have a place to call home on Grand Bahama, as construction on the Bahamas Union of Teachers' new multi-purpose building is now in its final stage. Our Charisma Robinson took a tour of the facility today.
Construction on the $3 million Bahamas Union of Teachers multi-purpose building in Pinellas Loop is finally wrapping up despite a few hiccups during the construction process. The BUT is one of the largest unions in the country, and Area Vice President Quinton LaRota says establishing a permanent home for the local body has been years in the making.
We anticipate that the building will be finished sometime in May, no later than June. We had one or two hitches in the project, but now we're full steam ahead and it's all a go. We're very excited about the potential and the possibilities of the building.
When completed in June, LaRota says this building will be a perfect fit for some of the union's 2014 goals.
It'll be the first time that the Bahamas Union of Teachers owns a building in Grand Bahama. It'll be an assembly hall, offices for executive, and of course the halls can be used for wedding and other events. Teachers are very excited. We're already planning some recitals and programs. I think we'd also use it for educational seminars, debates. We hope to turn it into the academic and social hub for teachers and other professionals and community people as well.
The area vice president is optimistic about 2014 and the union's mandate to improve the quality of life of its members once all of the union's remaining issues with government are resolved. Teachers went head-to-head with government recently over what the union called an unfair treatment of teachers.
I'm optimistic that they will be sorted out pretty soon, and then we can move on into our plans, the internal plans for the BUT itself. The president has engaged the government, and I anticipate a robust housing plan for our members throughout the country. Here in Grand Bahama, we have some considerations because we have the Port Authority, but the other islands, I anticipate a robust housing situation for the teachers, and we'll try to see what we can do here in Grand Bahama.
Charisma Robinson, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.
Happy holidays from the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. She just entered junior high school and she's looking forward to a bright future. Tonight we bring you the story of a young girl who is suffering from a rare condition and her family is fighting hard to get her the medical care she needs. Sabrina Brown has the details.
11-year-old Deshania Stubbs was born with bowed legs. Her father, Darrell Stubbs, says all of his kids were born that way. But at the age of 5, they noticed that Deshania's left leg was growing out.
It's a growth plate. When they have what goes over the knee, it comes in front of the knee. But the cartilage that is in the knee, it growing on the left side, just growing out. It's like coming from between the two bones. It's got to hold the knee together, right? And the bone itself, it's getting harder. But what the situation is that they have to take the bone and turn it around. At age 6, when we found out that that's what it was, we took her to a doctor that recommended us that we put braces on her leg. But it was very uncomfortable. I mean, she had to sleep in it. She only was allowed to take it off an hour a day. And it got so bad that the brace break so many times.
They were later referred to a bone specialist in New Providence, whom he says collaborated with a specialist from the United States. A date was set for the corrective surgery, but Darrell says it didn't go as planned.
The last time when we went into Nassau to see the doctor to do the leg, he had it all set, and he said everything was set. But when he got her on the table, he found out that her hip bone was growing straight up. So he couldn't do the leg, because he said if he did it like that, with her hip bone going straight up, the leg would have been a dead leg.
The surgical procedure would require young Deshania to remain in New Providence for several months during the recovery period. Darrell says because of this, he had to give up his job. However, he says the family has been given the runaround over the years, and the surgery date has been rescheduled several times. He says the family cannot afford to go through the private system, as the procedure costs around $60,000. He says the situation is frustrating for the family, but especially for Deshania.
Constant pain, nights, sometimes 2-3 times a night, or through the week, sometimes 3-4 times a week, climbing the pain. It's getting so pain, got to rub it down and pray with her and stuff, try to get it. He's taking painkillers and stuff. I mean, it's just getting frustrated. It's just getting frustrated.
The distraught father says the surgery is now scheduled for January, and they're hoping it doesn't have to be put off again. Sabrina Brown, Saturday Network News.
Well, if you would like to help, you can. Just contact the family at 559-1984. And that's a look at stories making news. Stay with us. Megan Shepard is up next with sports.
Everybody, welcome to Sports. I'm Megan Shepard. First up in sports, kids in the Western District receiving their Christmas presents early this holiday season thanks to gold medalist high jumper Donald Thomas, Urban Renewal 2.0, and Russell and Pinder's Funeral Home. Gold medalist high jumper Donald Thomas is home for the Christmas season and spreading some holiday cheer to kids in the 8 Mile community where he grew up. Thomas says that it's a great feeling to be home and also to be able to put smiles on the kids' faces.
Coming from a single family, parent, I understand what sometimes it could be hard. So I mean, I can relate to what some of these kids go through. So I just felt like it's time to do something for my community, and I teamed up with Russell and Pinder Funeral Home, and they got on board, and just go from there.
Urban Renewal 2.0 partnered with Thomas, and Deputy Director Michelle Reckley says that she is proud to see that he has not forgotten his humble beginnings. She adds that this initiative is what the real meaning of Christmas is all about.
I always say, if everyone reaches one, what a difference it would make. And today to see a gold medalist, a son of the soil, who have traveled all around the world, to just stop and think about making a difference in some little child's life who may have not been able to have a toy, who might have not been able to have a good Christmas. This means the world to us.
Senator Julian Russell also partnered with Thomas for the Toys for Kids Give Back.
We are proud to team up with Donald Thomas. His family is a nephew, right? I think this is a good thing he's doing. So yeah, we were proud to team up with him and pull this off.
The kids were treated to lunch, a special guest appearance by Santa Claus, and Junkanoo music by the Superstar Rockers. Megan. The Catholic High Christmas Invitational Basketball Tournament came to a close Saturday night at the Jack Hayward Gym. The Tabernacle Falcons defeated Agape Christian of Abaco 53-51 for the title. Robert Joseph led the Falcons with 33 points and named the MVP. Godfrey Rowe led Agape with 23. In the consolation game, the 8 Mile Rock Blue Jays grounded the Jack Hayward Wildcats 52-49. DeAndre Jones turned in a 22-point performance to pace the Blue Jays. Angelo Watson with 16 for the Wildcats. That's going to do it for sports.